An exercise to work out your abs and arms is throwing a medicine ball in the air and catching it. The first thing you are going to need is a medicine ball. You have to lie down flat on your back with your knees bent, shoulder width apart. You will lift your torso from the ground in a crunch-like motion. While doing this, you are going to throw the medicine ball up at a 90-degree angle into the air and catch it again. Put it all together and you have your exercise. When you catch the ball, you slowly go back down to the floor. This is an amazing workout for your abs and arms, but also we can apply physics to it. Let's get into that now. The relationship between initial speed and range is a direct relationship. The faster your initial speed, the farther your ball will travel on the x-axis, the range. But in this case, the range will be 0, since you are simply pushing the ball up and catching it when it is coming back down. The relationship between launch angle and range have an indirect relationship though. The greater the angle, the smaller the range will be. 45 degrees is where you will get the farthest range while increasing your angle, but after 45 degrees, your range will start to decreasingly come down. In this exercise, our angle will be 90 degrees, straight up and down. So, the range will be the smallest, if not 0. This relates to the higher the launch angle, the higher the max height. Since we are throwing it up at a 90-degree angle, this means we will achieve the highest height possible, since it is going in a straight up and down. Another key concept that applies to this exercise is the relationship between initial speed and max height. The faster the initial speed you push the ball up, the higher the ball will go up. Altogether, there is an X and Y motion. The X motion is along the range, and the Y motion is going straight up. These two motions are independent of each other, but we do not have to worry about this since the ball will not be moving along the range, but only the Y-axis. Even if we do have motion on the X-axis, since it is independent, they would not affect each other. Work is when there are parallel forces. In this exercise, there is work when the ball is in free fall. Only weight is on it, so the weight is in direction of motion, and gravity is doing the work. Finally, we need to know the relationship between all forces and the objects around us. Third law, the force of the ball going down on your hands is equal and opposite to your hands pushing up on the ball. And the force of the ground pushing up on your back is equal and opposite to your back going down on the floor. Thank you for watching Working Out with Laura, and on to our next segment.